Okay. What up, what up? What up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Let me know if it's working. You guys can hear me? Cool, cool, cool. All right, guys. Let's get started. I'll have to change the name of the stream because I think they kind of messed up. I put like one of our older recording names, but it's all good. We're here. We're back. We're together. It's TGIF. Happy Friday, everyone. Glad you guys can make it on, and enjoy some time looking at charts together. Hopefully, a lot of you guys have been able to capitalize on maybe some profits with the competition that we've been having. Who's been in the competition so far? Let me know. Let me know if you guys been doing good. Megan and I have been super busy this week. I was trading, I was trading some of the competition where I could, but I didn't realize how much people were full porting. Damn, people are gambling the accounts. So I'm here taking my trades, 3% risk, 5% risk, thinking that was going to be a lot. But then there's people in the top 250 that's like 20% plus or something. Ridiculous. So we'll see. I thought crypto was going to be open, but you can't trade. You can't trade crypto. I was saying maybe we could full port together right now. Maybe we could full port some trades on stream, but I think they're counting Bitcoin as a closed market right now. So I don't think it's possible. Let me drop an announcement real quick. What week is it? First week of March. Okay, cool. Let me just see. I'm on the stream right now. Dope. Still working. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna share this stream over here on in our paid community. Let's drop it in there. Man, WAP keeps updating their thing. I never know. I never know how to keep up with this stuff. Okay, there we go. Announcements. There we go. Cool. Hopefully everyone got it. So yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at the charts and actually go through everything. Let's see what the markets have done, and we'll check out obviously like what the outlook is for the week. We're gonna start on Bitcoin this time for once. We're gonna go to the daily chart. Respect to this daily BPR puts us in a good position to potentially start reversing. With daily sales liquidity being a day away from the monthly candle closure, we need to look at a reaction from the monthly. So yeah, respect to this monthly BPR led us to be very bullish. So overall, we were very bullish for the week. So our bias was correct. So W, big W. We respected this monthly. Look at that. Look at that. Monthly, tiny monthly fair value gap being respected with this order block. Insane. So that's good. This weekly rejected from this. So the reason I went long, guys, I sent out a trade. And I went long because even though we've rejected this weekly, I expect this to still form higher highs up into this area. I just look at this like being a liquidity that we're targeting. So we'll have to see what happens here. But yeah, these monthly imbalances got tapped into. We went super bearish. We crashed like crazy. Still a good time to buy Bitcoin if you guys haven't. Weekly fair value gap, bearish. But yeah, we were super bullish. Everything was lining up, but the market had other plans for one of the trades that we were looking at. And that's just how it goes sometimes, which is fine, right? We have this bullish daily that just got disrespected, though. It's not nice. It's not what we want. Oh, my bad. My bad. There we go. Can you guys see the screen now? Oh, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Hold on. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nice. So, is it just me or can I not see anything? Can you guys see me floating if I do this? If I do this, can you see me floating? Let me know if you guys saw that. I don't know if it worked. So, yeah, okay. Daily bullish for value gap got disrespected, so we're gonna mark this thing out. We'll see how this one finishes. Bullish BPR on the daily got respected. We went higher. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Disrespected this 4-hour bearish. So yeah, we're sort of like in this weird territory where we inverted this. So this is daily inversion now. Daily inversion for value gap. And we on the 4-hour we have BPRs. It's cool. I don't like anything but going long here, so I'm just like, I'm gonna stop at this point and see if we can get breaks to the upside. If we can, then that's what I'm looking at. I want to see more breaks to the upside and then obviously catch trades there. So still respecting the monthly fair value gap. But we rejected from the weekly bearish FEG, so we're now waiting patiently until we get another high time frame break of structure plus FEG, and if other parts of the A plus setup present themselves. There we go. Okay. So I'm bullish for this still. I still want to take longs up into these areas. We got a lot of weekly bearish targets to take us to. But we have to be patient. Because with disrespect to this daily, the last thing you want to be doing is buying. Because that could be an inversion, which it is, that we tap into and then go lower, right? So we just want to be mindful of that, okay? But if you guys caught the 4-hour trade, I missed it. Beautiful. Amalia, I'm going to give her full credit. She saw it. And she let me know. And I should have sent it out. But I think it happened around 7 a.m. the next day, and I don't look at Bitcoin in the early morning like that. But that would have been the pinpoint entry right there to take a trade. So that was a beautiful trade. Previous day high. Previous day low. Let's take our new stuff. Our new liquidity areas. Amazing. Previous week high is all the way up here. Previous week low. Monday right down here. Perfect. Cool. That's what we got so far. I'm liking how this looks. So that's our our daily setup. Okay, we're gonna wait for a break of structure of this high to take us into higher and higher movements. All right, next thing. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. On the daily chart, We did take out this liquidity, which is good. I was looking at this, and this became a sell side liquidity sweep. To previous day low quick. Previous day low. Previous day high. Which is this Tuesday of this month. Yeah, previous week low. And then let's look at that. Previous week high over there. Gone. New liquidity target up here at the swing high. This is what we have. So if you guys are struggling to take trades, by the way, or you're like having a hard time translating back testing on your own, or like even just the overall concepts into like real practice, this is how we do it. So you guys should definitely be paying attention, because this is where you get the reps in to start really getting like the good results. If you can find high time frame analysis somewhat easy, then you're gonna find entries a lot easier. So I really want you guys to, like, when you're on these sessions, take it seriously. This is the best thing that you can focus on, because understanding the overall narrative of the market and where price wants to go as a whole, even in ranging or consolidating markets like this is where you want to, like, this is where you really start seeing the high time frame picture and understand it, so you can take trades. Because you're not going to be able to make a decision on what trade is good or not if you don't have the whole concept down. Like, if you don't understand the story of what price is trying to tell you. So I can see that we swept liquidity really strongly here. Where overall my bias for, what was my bias for this? We disrespected the daily fair value gap, which has now become an inversion fair value gap that we're currently respecting. If we get bullish confirmation during the early week, we looked along the market. However, we have a lot of lower resistance liquidity resting below, which could easily be a target. Mostly undecided still, but that'll change when we see the rejection from the 4-hour BPR. So from the 4-hour BPR, we went bearish. Let me take a look. This was the 4-hour BPR I was talking about. We tapped into both. This 4-hour inversion I'm going to delete because we fully filled it. This one we almost fully filled, but I'd say it's done its job now, so I don't care about it. Now we just have this one that's still around. This daily, is this still relevant? Daily inversion doesn't matter anymore, because we thought we'd maybe launch higher, but we didn't. And ultimately we had a bearish week, because on Monday, this is Monday, but Tuesday, yeah, it was like a doji candle pretty much this week. And so you could see we respected these 4-hour imbalances. We disrespected bullish imbalances. Now we're in this position where this 4-hour fair value gap became an inverted fair value gap, but it doesn't matter anymore, right? All of these little markup things here that I have don't matter anymore. So these are good. They're gone. On the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? We have a 4-hour order block that we're inside. We have a 4-hour bullish fair value gap, which is actually a BPR. Okay. So I'll be looking to maybe long in the market as we head into the new week if this thing holds. So we got a 4-hour FVG, but then we have this 4-hour, let's see here, this 4-hour inversion fair value gap, and that's our bearish one, right? So these are our imbalances. This is where we're inside. If we go to the something like the hourly, you can see we have a liquidity sweep inside here. If I go to a smaller time frame even, let's exit this for a sec. This is a trade I took. It's a big one, big W over there. Delete these though, because they're it's like, that's like last week's news, doesn't matter anymore. Okay, here's where we want to find ourselves. So all this liquidity over here got taken out. That's our sell side liquidity, 15-minute time frame. 15, 30-minute time frame, all the same. We see on S&P, we have what? We have SMT at the lows. See? 15-minute time frame, we have SMT. You guys see that? NASDAQ took out this liquidity on March 6th. The S&P didn't. Does everyone see that? We get it? Make sense? Weaker asset is my favorite asset, which is perfect. So I got SMT at the lows here. Let me get rid of this. We got SMT over here. Beautiful. Now what do I want to see? I just want to see price give me an A+ setup. DJ has it too. Amazing. So this is good. I want to see a setup form, and once we get that set up to form with a good PO3, then we're looking to take out all this liquidity right up here, all this internal range liquidity. So I'm leaning more bullish, for sure. All right. Internal range liquidity. Internal range liquidity. There we go. All right. So this is what I'm waiting for. What I'm waiting for is, and I'll write it down here. I'm gonna do the Remco. Is this it? Call out. 4-hour BPR plus SMT plus I'll say 30-minute SMT plus lowers his liquidity up top. There we go. Okay. That's our call out. Everyone good with it? We like it? Do we agree? Do you guys agree with this call out? You guys think this makes sense? For those of you guys that understand. I'll let you guys type that while I just move on to the next one because the chat's delayed. But I think that makes a lot of sense. And then on my overall full analysis, if we get the call out Monday, correct, and we respect this 4-hour BPR and high time frame liquidity sweep, we should continue to move higher. Okay, that's what I think. Let some people know, drop the link in the chat as well. I'd love to see some more people on. Okay, so this is good. MNQ, so we got NASDAQ set up, we got Bitcoin set up. Let's take a look at gold, my friend over here. Price is reacting well to all our bullish POIs. POIs ultimately will continue climbing all-time high territory after the massive correction. So when was that? Tuesday? Well, I mean, look, we dropped. And we dropped to an area that is pretty insane. I can't lie. So, by the way, Remco, what was that setting again that you said to have? I think there was a setting he said to have. Where is it? Symbol. Adjust for contract changes. I think it was that one, right? I think it was that. Okay, cool. Let me know if that's the one. If it is, I think we're Gucci then. So if we look at, as an example, if we look at the Vantage golds. Did I delete it? Damn. Say USD Forex. Oh, I don't know. I guess weird. Okay. All-time high territory. Let's see over here. We'll just do it here. It's fine. Previous day low, right here. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. delete all this stuff. Okay, there we go. Previous day low, previous day high, previous week low over here. I don't think we'll disrespect this low. I really don't. Monday was that day. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. See you later. Okay, previous week high. Liquidity, we're gonna get rid of this liquidity. Okay. A lot of big trades that we won. This is what ultimately we were trying to do. So there's this new week opening gap from a couple weeks ago that stayed relevant until now. So what do we have here? We have this, what is this? Volume imbalance, right? We have volume imbalance here that has been respected multiple times. And ultimately, how could I forget? We had this fair value gap over here. This daily fair value gap. That was the big one over here. So we're sitting inside this on the daily chart. Daily FUG. We got some targets up above. I'll elaborate more on that in a sec. But this daily FEG definitely became an inversion. Let's take a look at the weekly. This weekly volume imbalance is what we tapped into, and we had a nice rejection from it. Overall bearish, but I think we're still going to continue higher. So we got that. Now if we go to the 4 hour. 4 hour we have, let me delete all this extra noise. This is the thing, you have to be very surgical in how you approach these markets. You have to look at why things are happening. What could we possibly be respecting? What makes it seem like price will want to go this way versus the next? This is a great example here. You see this? You see this inversion that ultimately got this fair value got disrespected? I mean, it got fully filled, then obviously we broke through it. That's good. We want to see that. Then we have a 4 hour order block here. You see that? Nice 4 hour order block. We had a 4 hour fair value gap right here that got respected. Right there. Beautiful. If you full ported longs in NFP today, you would have made money, right? 4 hour FEG right here is really nice. This bullish one. 4 hour FEG is good. Can this volume imbalance also be considered BPR, the one above overlapping with the bearish daily? Oh man, what chart was that? Daily? Let me take a look, sorry. Bearish daily. No, this one's already been fully respected, so we wouldn't classify it as a BPR because you need dead space. It needs to be like empty space beside of it. Not fully filled. Because like, as you guys would have seen from the indicator, if a fair value gap's 100% filled, it's fulfilled its purpose, so it's not a BPR. It's only a BPR if we have like a bearish fair value gap that's been untapped into with the overlap of the volume imbalance. The new one, same thing. No, I wouldn't say so. This is a good 4 hour fair value gap though. It's a really good one. Okay. Respecting of the 4 hour imbalances, disrespect of the bearish imbalances. Let's see if we can find more examples of that. Respect of this 1 hour fair value gap, disrespect of this 1 hour fair value gap. Right? This 1 hour fair value gap just got disrespected now. So, not the cleanest, but it looks good. Full port NFP, 8 a.m. Yep, that was it. So overall, pretty bullish on this. So all right, so that's my bias. Bullish overall. Okay. That's where I'm at. So we're bullish for gold. I still really believe we're gonna want to go up into this area, and especially because we have a big daily bearish here. Even if price wants to move against us to some degree, well, we have this big one. You can't ignore that. You can't ignore this guy. So gold, Nasdaq, Bitcoin. Let's do some more. What should we do? There's some people saying that Forex is better to trade than indices right now. How are my Forex people at? Is that true? Or are people just capping? We just doing it for attention or what? Trying to get all the people to switch over to Forex? Oil. Ooh, look at this guy. This guy wanted to keep climbing. Look at that. Every liquidity that we talked about. Expecting price to continue to move higher to grab some more liquidity. Oh my gosh, guys. Remember in January when we talked about this? We said this will be a generational bull run for oil. Look. Look. If only last week so we did a swing trade, huh? Look at that. Ew, it's disgusting. I'd have had generational wealth off this trade. Oh my gosh. If only Michelle caught this trade. Michelle talked about it. If only she caught the trade. Michelle, why aren't you trading the daily time frame? What's going on? How could you be trading anything smaller than the daily time frame on oil? What in the what? Monthly. To be honest, we didn't really tap into the BPR properly. Let's see. Liquidity. Boom. Liquidity over here. Liquidity over here. We have so much to make up for. Gas is down bad right now. It's trying to make up for all this lost time. Yo, we're going at 2014. We're looking at 2014 highs right now. This is a generational run. Oh my gosh, look at that. My bias is so easy for this. My only hope is that maybe we retrace into this. That's asking for a lot, but maybe we get a crazy rejection. And we got this gapazoid right here. Michelle should have not put stop loss, yeah. Look at this gap. TP. Alright, yeah. We have a daily here. We have multiple 4 hours inside. We'll take a look at these 4 hours. I don't know, I'd be kind of scared to long oil when we're this freaking overbought, but... If it does a PO3, if we get an A+ setup, we can't really deny it. For perspective, could you guys have caught any trades this week? It just looks like we were so bullish. Asia, London, New York, boom. Good PO3. Asia, London, New York, consolidation. Asia, London, New York, not really. Asia, yeah, no, this isn't really giving you much, to be honest. It's not giving you much to work with at all, is it? Except this. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Accumulation, distribution the whole way. So yeah, it's tough. Trading an asset like this that's very fundamentally based is really tough, really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really, really, really hard. Germany is €2.30. Yeah, it's tough, but we're going on a crazy run, guys. So this is there's nothing else to say. It's bullish. Hey, look, these TGIF calls are on YouTube, man. If you took a trade last week off of this call, you would have been a multi-millionaire by now. A full ported trade. So we got oil, we got gold, we got Nasdaq, we got Bitcoin. I have time for two more. Let's do USD CAD. Let's show USD CAD some love, guys. Show some love in the chat for USD. What the heck happened here? Monthly fair value gap got tapped into. We've been on the short mania, sell side liquidity mania. This weekly BPR oh, we finally did it. Look. Oh my gosh, guys. We talked about this. You remember we talked about this? Look. We finally hit the premium. If only we had an Eden Center trader. Only my Toronto people would get that. Previous week high. Oh my gosh, yo, look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, so previous day high, previous week low, previous day low. This sell side liquidity doesn't mean anything anymore. Buy side liquidity sweep. Boom, perfect. Inside the bearish for value gap is my favorite setup to take. Buy side liquidity sweep. Done. Weekly BPR. Check. Break a structure to the downside. Where is it? Oh, guys, we have an opportunity here. We have an opportunity here. We swept liquidity inside of a weekly BPR that is in a premium. We've also broken structure to the downside and now left a juicy 4-hour FEG that wants to be filled. Practically begging for it. So we're going to short this asset like crazy. Lots of liquidity resting below. GG's. Come on, guys. Let's mark out this liquidity. I'm surprised this went bearish because American wars usually make USD more valuable. Yeah, I know, right? If we digging underground with how low we'd be going at UCAD. It's facts. It's facts. What's that? Facts? There we go. All right. What? Yeah. All right, guys. Ready for our last one? Ready? I would normally ask you guys, but you guys have always been picking DJ, so we're not going to do DJ. We're going to do something else. I've been curious about this little guy over here. Look at our last bias. If we respect this daily short this shit. And it did. Insanely goated. Alright, well now, we looked at a huge high time frame liquidity sweep. Now it just looks like we're continuing higher and higher. We're disrespecting bearish imbalances. And respecting bullish imbalances. No love for UJ anymore? What's going on? Michelle's been cheating. It's crazy. Let's not talk about Daniel. Daniel ghosted. UJ at one point was Daniel's like ride or die, and then it just literally he ghosted it. You know those guys that like they want that one thing and then they get it and then they leave? I'm not one to talk shit, but I'm gonna say Kojo Trades, what he did to UJ was criminal. Completely switched up. No shame. No shame. Daniel's for the charts. Bro does not care. He has no loyalty. All he wants to do is catch some pips and move on to the next one. Fill some gaps and then move on to the next. Wait, pause. Alright guys, this is going to be a quick and easy one. And then we're done. I don't see anything really for us to look at aside from the fact that, yeah, we swept liquidity up here. We should be mindful of that. But this is a bull run. We're bullish, okay? We're bullish on this asset. Bullish. Respecting bullish POIs. POIs. And disrespecting bearish POIs. Low resistance liquidity resting above. Cool? Typical Scorpio man. I know, right? Do you trade UJ in New York sometimes, in Asia too? We've been locked in ever since. Dang, ghosting sucks for real. Yo, Steph is saying facts though. I don't know, this Kojo guy is kind of ruthless. I guess London doesn't work for this one or this. I don't know, you'd have to ask. Yeah, Michelle, I think it's more of an Asian pair, but it works in New York too. My anti-UJ indoctrination on Daniel was successful. It's true. Gold is Bay, New York, but last 5 I saw it set up in Asia. LMAO, Jamars. DXY had a gap today. Is PO3 then reverse on this one? So Asia's the manipulation instead of London. PO3, I mean, it still works for Asia, but Asia's pretty big. It's not reverse, but Omar's asking too many questions. I don't want him switching up on. He's gonna move to Asian assets, guys. I think he's done with Euro USD. Omar's asking too many. I think he's interested. All right, guys. I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this session today. Some of you guys are shameless. I see you switching up. But enjoy this next week. If you guys are in the competition, good luck. Best of luck. We want champions to rise on top. But just, obviously full porters are gonna win that challenge, but it is what it is. Sort of sucks that you have to gamble the account. But yeah, obviously you guys know what the deal is. We're going for six figures funded. Every single one of you guys in the chat. It's just a matter of when, not if. So yeah, just keep grinding, stay to your discipline. Don't look left and right, and focus on you, and you'll get better and better and better. All right. All right, guys. Cool. So we'll see you in the next one. Really enjoyed the session today, and yeah, we'll see you. Take care.